I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from me. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You're back from Bleak Falls. You found it! There it is! Strange. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then. What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.
You and me, the Riverwood Trader. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
Still here. What do you want me to carry? What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.
Take a look.
Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
What do you need? Not for you, not for anyone. Anything else? What do you need? Anything else? Tell them to head to Windhelm. Over Stormcloak wants to see
Victory! I don't best you.
I'll make you pay!
somebody help.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
I think it's finally going to be a quiet day.
You look strong.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly, that's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we
You
show
have
up to
committed
solve
crimes
problems
against
when
Skyrim
a
and
coin
her
is
people.
good enough.
What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort.
Have ascended from the dung of mortality, and now walk among the stars! But you were once man, aye. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Man, great Talos, cherished what he saw in us, in each of us.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Sure, whatever.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Sadia, wake up there. Yes, Mum.
The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined.
You want a drink?
Things need to change.
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
Commander Caius. Walks around Dragon's Reach like a preening rooster. I could do his job blindfolded.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades.
Yes, Mom?
It's an old Nord proverb.
Just a reminder, sweetie.
That,
The
and a
blankets
true
still
Nord
need to
never
be
misses a
washed.
chance to test her worth.
Of course, Mom.
You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Good. Chat time's over. Want to hear a little... And why not? 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic,
This is a local
no
favorite and
crying.
one of the first
Let's
songs I
go.
ever learned.
Come on.
Well, well. Somebody! Help!
Another maggot to squash beneath
This
my
is an ode to Skyrim's... Drink to our...
God damn you! That's your best, huh?
Yeah!
Skyrim! Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. You're someone who can get things done. Let's not waste any time.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Some parting advice?
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Crystals crying.
Need anything else? Just let me know. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Once I've made enough money trading with Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Shiny trinkets.
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one. About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Farewell.
Huh?
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Blacksmith in Sky. Bits and baubles for sale. All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Do you have anything
I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jordasker. The Companion's Mead Hall.
As you say.
Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Holds. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing battle-borns.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. You take care of yourself now.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall.
By the great Eorland, Grey Mane himself.
Good hunting.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Ah, Isolde, was it?
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that... You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember,
Do you
be
get to the
careful.
Cloud
Vegetables
District very
every day.
often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady.
Brigands I can handle.
Well
This
met,
talk with
traveler.
dragons?
What brings you to
Good man,
Whiterun?
I say.
Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path.
Certainly. I'll be sure to bring some back for you next time I go hunting.
Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorbasker. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. You'll want the Bannered Mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikhail. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikhail, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, Papa, but I'm not quite in the mood.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size.
I work with my... Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the
Nope.
cold weather?
Sorry. Nothing.
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric Storm.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire. You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Nope. Sorry.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Jorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. Sure, whatever.
Battleborn, give me your money.
I don't have any money.
You better give me 5 septims right now or I'm gonna bloody your nose. 10 septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn, or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
No, please. I really don't have any money, Braith. I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me. It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. My friend Olava, the seer, she says things will get better for me once I start sticking.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire 1, maybe 2 good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Saphir, you tried mercenary work? It might suit you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. My Saphir doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun Guards or maybe hire the Companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
I just want to go home and read. Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
You should talk to the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. Lend any aid.
We going? Lead the way.
Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
What then?
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
nothing? My
What's
lord,
the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruth is not receiving
I just
visitors.
think we need more information before we act. I just...
Well,
Who's this,
that
then?
explains why the guards let you in. Come on, then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse
What?
me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best.
Forget it. I don't do that kind of...
Well done. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for... Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mage's College in Winterhold.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If the dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
All this standing around.
There's no
is
time to
rubbish.
stand on
You should be
ceremony,
taking
my
the
friend.
fight to the Stormcloaks.
I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No.
We've stopped. What is it? What do you need to take?
On ways to defend the city against these dragons.
Let's go.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
I've seen you helping the Yard. If only all visitors to White
Mister, could you spare a
So
coin?
you aided the Yard. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you.
Don't do that.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
Now we're in for it. Don't do that.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
I said a dragon.
Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle.
Don't do that.
But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Housecar.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age.
Be careful.
The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Let's move out.
What are you doing?
Hey, watch it!
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what sort of deal.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes. Find cover and make every arrow count.
It's a dragon! Stay under cover!
South Park, the fractured but home.